We are still not okay, Detroit. No way. I mean, these guys with the Commanders, like for real? Okay, that was definitely the most January-ist January ever. I mean, that coupled with the cold snap. Okay, on to better, brighter futures. It's February, guys. I will say this, at least I got a little bit of snowmobiling in, so you know, there was definitely a silver lining of some sort. All right, so on this video, we're gonna talk all things happening in Metro Detroit in February, and there is some really good stuff going down. If it's your first time here, my name is Mike Perna. I am a local real estate agent here in Metro Detroit, and I would love the chance to earn your business the next time you're looking to buy a home or sell a home. Also, scope out our over 3,000 five-star reviews between Google here and Zillow here. All right, guys, we're covering concerts and comedies and Broadway, games, events, fairs, festivals, and as always, I have one big fun event at the bottom of the list. Also, if it's your first time here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to be notified every time we drop a new video, which we do every week about Metro Detroit. So music. Music is super sparse this month, and I'm talking like very disappointed in Live Nation and Ticketmaster on just the general lack of shows. But there are a couple notables, and as always, we're gonna go by venue. Okay, so I always gotta start with Ben Sharkey. As always, he's playing the first Friday of the month at the Willis Show Bar over on February 7th. I'm a huge fan. He does a lot of hits and original lounge music. He's not the chairman of the board, but he could have been if he was born in the right decade. And if you can't make that show, he's got another show at Cliff Bell's on February 21st and 22nd, and playing the Know Me Lounge on the 28th. At the Soundboard Theater, which is over in the Motor City Casino, George Clinton and the Parliament Funkadelic. And guys, he's 83 years old and he's still performing. He is not getting any younger. If you haven't seen him, now is the time. And this is actually a really cool venue for him. Okay, so George Clinton, I was first kind of introduced to him back in the early 90s? Yeah, early 90s through the movie PCU, Politically Correct University. One of Jeremy Piven's actually first movies that he was a star in or a headliner in, right? So it had Jeremy Piven, David Spade, and it was about this kid that was going to look at a college, and it was just overrun by political correctness. This movie aged pretty well, over 30 years old. Anyway, George Clinton was in the movie and he actually played at the party at the end, not to give away any spoilers. Next up, I actually saw him live at Lollapalooza in 1999. I'm not Lollapalooza, I'm sorry, Woodstock in 1999. Yes, the terrible Woodstock, the one that no one ever wants to remember, but his show there was great. And then again, at Campus Martius, he did a free show put on by the city of Detroit back in 2000, I want to say 16. If you were at that show, put it in the comments below. Also, if you're a George Clinton fan, put that in the comments below. Like, how psyched are we to go see him? All right, next up, I've got Justin Timberlake over on February 20th over at Little Caesars Arena. I don't know. I'm a fan, but not a fan. It's been a while since he's put like anything great and notable out, unless I'm missing something. Somebody throw like a Spotify link or something, or just the name of a song. If he's put something out that's great that I need to be listening to that I just don't know. At Spotlight, we have one of the OGs of EDM from here in Detroit, Stacy Poland, doing a show. And this guy's been touring not only nationally, but internationally. I've seen him before at TV Lounge and of course at Movement, but Movement back when it was Depth, because Detroit is the home. It is the creation point for electronic music, for EDM, 100%. Undisputed. Is not Germany, by the way. Not Germany. Okay, at the Arc on February 16th is the Verve Pipe. Yes, that Verve Pipe. Old school Verve Pipe. Actually, let's put a clip of a song on there. They really only have one song. We won't merely flash milk. Well, okay, that was rude. They have a lot of songs, but only one that I know. All right, at the Fillmore, there are two back-to-back shows. There's the Foster the People on February 16th, which is a very cool show. I'll definitely be at that one. I looked online this morning. Tickets are about 30 bucks, so why not pick them up? And then on February 18th, we've got Father John Misty. I'm not overly familiar with his music. I did see him at Lollapalooza once. He was on one of the side stages. He did actually draw a pretty cult following kind of a crowd. All right, comedy, we've got a couple things going on. At the Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase, we've got Matt Brugger on February 1st. Not familiar with him, but this next one I am familiar with. At the Fisher Theater, we've got Sal Vulcano from Impractical Jokers, and he's bringing his stand-up act, and that is gonna be great. So Impractical Jokers has been running from 2011 all the way till now, 13 seasons. That just underscores the popularity of the show. Not a lot of shows get that far. I mean, like a Friends or a Seinfeld would, but not very many other shows, okay? Now we're moving on to Metro Detroit events, because that's all we got for concerts and comedy, guys. Like, those are the notables. So I've got the Plymouth Ice Festival going January 31st to February 2nd in downtown Plymouth. It's over 100 ice sculptures, live music, and entertainment in this annual winter celebration. It's actually really good. Over in Royal Oak, if you're towards that side of town, I've got the Winter Blast in Royal Oak going January 31st to February 2nd, right in downtown Royal Oak. There's live music, there's free ice skating, there's ice sculptures, there's a zip line. I'm only here for the zip line. Okay, let's get a clip of that up. If you know, you know. I'm a huge Tim Robbins fan, huge Sam Richardson fan. Actually, I went to high high school with Sam Richardson, so I remember him when he was like knee-high to a grasshopper. Cool dude, by the way. Love how much he's been coming out and supporting the Lions. Love how much he's supporting the home team. Okay, anyway, they've got food trucks and, of course, family-friendly activities. Monster Energy AMA Supercross Championship is going on February 3rd. It's over at Ford Field, and it is a high-octane motorcycle racing as top riders compete in a pretty challenging dirt track that they construct just for this event. Disney's on ice. Let's dance. So this is going on February 13th to 16th. It sounds excruciating as an adult, but I'm sure the kids will absolutely just get a kick out of it. It's over at Little Caesars Arena. It's a magical ice skating show featuring all the beloved Disney characters like Minnie and Mickey and all the princesses, of course. And of course, it's an ice skating show. So yeah, the cast of Frozen is gonna be there. So if you wanna be super annoyed and have your kids ask for Let It Go on repeat all the way home from that show, then definitely go to this show. Yeah. Next up, I've got the Great Lakes Comic-Con going on February 23rd and 24th. I'll actually be there. This is at the Macomb Expo Center. Celebrate pop culture with comics and collectibles, and then there are going to be some celebrity guests. They haven't announced all of them yet, but I'm going to link to the website in the description of this YouTube video as well. Going on next is Monster Jam, February 24th and 25th over at Ford Field. There are massive trucks performing like thrilling stunts and races. This is like perfect for like a 7-year-old boy, right? Like they're way into this kind of thing. At least I was way into this kind of thing. All right, next up we've got theater performances. I'm talking Broadway in Detroit. Fun fact, guys. Okay, so New York has the #1 number of Broadway seats of any city in the nation. Detroit, #2. Not kidding. It's not Chicago. It's not anywhere else. It's literally Detroit. I would have thought Chicago, but I actually looked up. I was like, okay, that's actually pretty interesting. And then also, before we get to the theater in Detroit, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and scope out our reviews. Scope out our reviews. They're pretty snazzy. Yeah, give me a call. Buy a house, give me a call. Sell a house, give me a call. Okay, moving on. Hadestown is coming February 1st and 2nd, located at the Fisher Theater. This is a modern retelling of the Orpheus and Eurydice, I'm never gonna pronounce that right, myth, which is set to both folk and jazz-inspired music. Come From Away, going on February 11th to 16th. That is also at the Fisher Theater. I really don't know very much about it, but it's noted as a heartwarming musical about the small town that welcomes stranded passengers during 9/11. Parade, going on February 25th to 28th. There's a Tony-winning musical revival based on the true story of Leo Frank. In Ann Arbor, for all my Ann Arbor friends, Ann Arbor and Metro Ann Arbor, there is the 5th annual Galentine celebration going on February 8th right downtown. Celebrate friendship with special deals and activities from vendors and, of course, the local businesses. There's giveaways across various shops and restaurants. This is actually a pretty cool event. Next up, I've got the Ann Arbor Career Fair, which is happening February 12th over at the Marriott Hotel. I know that there are some friends that have reached out looking for references for work and things like that, so I do want to mention that career fair for sure. So you can network with potential employers across multiple industries. There's a lot of tech-related stuff at this one, by the way. So if you're looking to make a change, yeah, get to the career fair. Why not? Next up, we got the ARC's 38th Annual Storytelling Festival going February 21st to 23rd, and that's over at the ARC at 316 South Main Street. And there's going to be captivating stories told by both local and nationally renowned storytellers. It's actually kind of a cool event. All right, sports. I know the Lions are done. And like, I'm still mourning that loss against the Commanders. I mean, literally, honest to God, I thought this was our year. I put it out there that it was going to be our year back in November, and clearly I was wrong, 45-41. Blech. Anyway, but there are other teams. So we've got the Red Wings going on February 8th, and they're actually doing pretty okay right now versus Tampa Bay at LCA, and February 22nd versus Minnesota, again at LCA. All these are at LCA, by the way. The 23rd, they're going against Anaheim Ducks. And then February 27th versus the Columbus Blue Jackets. NBA, okay, basketball. The Pistons, they are getting better. They could not have possibly gotten worse. They actually broke the record for being the worst. Before you get to the Pistons, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the button. Okay, so NBA schedule, here we go. Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Detroit Pistons, of course, Wednesday the 5th. And then after that, they're playing the Philadelphia 76ers on February 7th. That's a Friday at 7:30. And then they're playing the Charlotte Hornets on February 9th at 1 p.m. And then again, they're playing Chicago again, the Chicago Bulls on February 11th at 8 p.m. And last but definitely not least, the biggest event happening in February was actually happening here in Detroit. We're not going to like a Frankenmuth, we're not going out to Grand Rapids. We're staying local, guys. But before we do, don't forget to give me a call, shoot me a text, shoot me an email, set a time in my calendar to talk about your next home purchase or home sale. I'm here for you and would be honored to have the opportunity to earn your business. And subscribe to the channel. Okay, the Detroit Boat Show. Now this is the biggest boat show in Michigan, and it's back going February 1st to February 8th at Cobo Hall, AKA Huntington Place, AKA TCF Center. so many different names of that place going on. So they're gonna have a specially designed aquarium that's gonna feature live sharks and stingrays. There are gonna be trained divers that will present educational shows, and attendees can actually interact with the stingrays. They're saying it's a safe environment. I'm not touching a fish. I'm good. Okay, they've got Twiggy the water skiing squirrel. I can't believe I'm laughing at this one. Twiggy the water skiing squirrel. Twiggy is going to demonstrate boating safety by skiing behind a remote controlled boat in a heated pool. I cannot make this stuff up. Okay, and then the lawn, which is a recreational area featuring a bar and games like cornhole, tic-tac-toe, Connect Four, and they've got a new pirate ship play structure for the kids. And then they're gonna have a boater safety and license class scheduled for Saturday, February 8th. It runs from 10:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You definitely wanna register in advance. Doors open at 9:30, by the way, so you can get there just a little early, grab a cup of coffee, then head over to the class. Why take the class? There are a lot of insurance companies that will give you better insurance rates if you have that license. Is it required in Michigan? No, it's not. Do I have one? Absolutely. I mean, you can get it pretty much for free over here at the boat show. So go get the license. If you own a boat, you might get lower insurance. Also, probably a good time to shop insurance rates. It always is. It's a great time of year to do that. Anyway, my name is Mike Perna, local real estate agent here in Michigan. Thanks for going on this journey with me and all the fun things to do here in February 2025. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video.